I am sick and tired of seeing red pill content on the internet. And to think if I can't go crazy from seeing all this red pill nonsense, I'm hearing middle-aged guys in their 50s talking about red pill ideas. And I don't know what to do. I'm 33 and I just want to shake my head in disappointment that this is where guys think is the holy grail of wisdom, the red pill. It frustrates me because you go on the red pill, don't get me wrong, it tells you to work out, inspire you, make as much money as possible, but at the same time it holds you down by somewhat harsh truths, but of also a lot of toxic perspectives, like how women are this, X, Y, and Z, and all that. And all I can really say is that the red pill is quite pathetic. And now, before you guys accuse me of being a beta, cuck, loser, NPC, I just want to tell you that I too used to be a devoted red pillar. I followed our father, Rollo Tomasi, read his book many times, and really just digested it and wanted to make him proud with the rational male type of life. But as time went on, I kind of grew up and realized that the red pill is basically just a bunch of men, young and old, who have the maturity level of an angry teenager. That's what it is. And listen, guys, I'm not gonna shit entirely on the red pill. It does give a lot of good stuff. I'm not gonna lie. When I was a young, naive, guideless young man, as the internet will call it, the red pill did help me, give me some guidance. Where make as much money as possible. Work out as much as possible. Just really be a badass. However, that's incomplete in being a great individual. It really is. It just falls on a very small aspect. Plus the whole idea of, being mean to women, being cold, manipulative, all that. And guys, don't get me wrong, I'm not naive. I know the whole how hard the dating game is, how girls can ghost and all that. I get it. I even remember reading in this one Japanese book called Bushido, written in the 19th century, saying that women are the paragon of paradoxes. I get it. However, looking at the red pill as a whole is not healthy. And to consume content from that type of ideology, you're only going to hurt yourself. And again, I can say this because I'm speaking from experience. When I was really addicted to the whole red pill idea, honestly, I was just a hurt little boy looking for guidance. And when I look at red pill losers, I see the same thing. Now, I know I sound a little bit harsh, probably those red pill guys, they have more money than me, have more chicks than me, more status than me, whatever. But here's the thing, I don't care, because when I kind of grew up and matured, I realized that there was much more to life. So much more. Like having meaningful relationship with friends, meaningful hobbies, having a personal mission, and finding a partner that is devoted and loving unconditionally. Now, before this turns into a whole beta crybaby story, I just want to tell you guys that the red pill is not the way. What is the way is trying to fulfill your potential as a human being, where you are well-rounded, where you know how to be social, where you know how to be courageous, where you know how to go for your goals, but you also know how to be moderate. That fine line. Now, I'm going to go a little bit on a rant here, but with the ancient Greeks, specifically Aristotle, they had this whole concept of being a good man. And when I mean good, I don't mean like being a Mr. Nice Guy. Far from it. The ancient Greeks, what they meant by a good man is someone who was able to fulfill their personal potential. And Aristotle, he even has a whole book on that type of idea called the Nicomachean Ethics, where he kind of guides his reader on what they need to do or what traits they need to follow. For example, he mentions a lot of different types of virtues, but however, he tells you to aim with a moderate amount, because it's all about It's all about being more nuanced in that. Anyways, I'm just going off on a tangent. But the point I'm trying to tell you guys is that you don't need the red pill. What you do need is to kind of find worthwhile content that can help you give not only guidance, but understand the nuances of life. Now, I can definitely recommend a lot of books. There's obviously, there's Baltasar Gracian, The Pocket Oracle. There's Michel de Montaigne, his essays, Aristotle's Nicomachean Ethics. Honestly, there's a bunch. You can go on my website or check out my YouTube channel for all those book recommendations. But the point is that with your finite time, you have to be very careful on what content you consume. Because when you consume the red pill content, honestly, it's just going to put you down a path where you're hitting those shallow targets, but in the end is kind of fundamentally empty. No one's going to go on their deathbed saying, oh yeah, I made so much money, hooked up with so many chicks. Nah. When you're facing death, just straight up looking into the eyes of death, knowing that your next moments will be your last, you're not going to be thinking about that. You're going to be thinking about something so much more. However, it's your responsibility to discover what that is. I can't tell you what it is. No book can tell you what that is. However, this can be the guidance to realize that there's more to life. And not to throw shade or whatever, but all these red pill content producers, honestly, majority of them are just grifters. They just want to profit off of your pain, and they're not. They don't care about how you're going to make it life. They don't care about giving you the proper guidance, and it's just sad. That's how it is. So please just take this as a nudge to kind of stay away from the red pill and find meaningful content and wisdom that can help guide you not only now, but for the foreseeable future. Alright, so anyways, that's it for today. Thank you again for watching. Please don't forget to like this video, comment, subscribe to my channel, subscribe to my newsletter, and guys, remember, you're not just any type of nerd, you're a charismatic nerd.